saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game and shoot, what soon as you claim.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Said, what you running from? What you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said, what you running from? What you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Hold on. Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And we are live, baby, live out in Cali. If you don't know, now you know you exactly where you need to be. I want y'all to see exactly who's in the room with me. Come over here. Don't walk over there. Come over here and slide up behind me. Pause. Yeah, Solve in the building. Yeah. So you know when we go out to these shows, who's exactly in the room with me. All right, so anytime they be telling you phony stuff, it don't be real. Don't fall for it. So let me give a shout out to George Parcells. George Parcells is in the building. Blessings, definitely blessings. Let me give a shout out to Lieutenant Hawk. Yeah, the Knicks is up too. You know what he do? It look like a sweep. I don't know about you, but I'm telling you right now, if the Knicks sweep the Spurs, I'm going to have to become Batman because New York City is going to turn into Gotham City. It's going to be crazy. Who else is in there? Isaac Hayes was good, baby. Island Gaming with Jay was good. Allen was good. Reclaiming Rob, what's going on? Who else in there? 30 Below, you know what it is. Adidas 20 Crispy Bomb, what's going on? Live Supremacy, thank you for holding it down. I appreciate you, brother. Dub Mobile and Oscar Wheat. Listen, where these other frauds don't go outside and they're not where you want them to be, I'm where everybody is and where everybody needs to be. I had some conversations, so y'all got a chance to see me with the Empress and the shooter Mac Booty. For all those that's asking me the question, what's that? Who's that? Go Knicks facts. Yo, for those that's asking me the question, does Matt Booty know his nickname that I have for him? Oh! The alien is back and Olivia is here. I got a story about Olivia. You're gonna let us.
At George Purcell 5,331 donated £1.99 through Super Chat. Can't wait for tomorrow. Hashtag no PS6.
Facts. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You and me both. Now, I got a lot of stories about today. I got a lot of stuff that we were doing. The team is all meeting up to eat downtown, so we're going to go do that. You know what it is. You know the vibes. When we outside, we socialize. If you're not socializing, then what are you doing? Actually, I got to give a shout out to BT Maverick. BT Maverick brought this over for the kid. Yeah. This camera is kind of wonky. It's not like my camera at home. But, so, yes, Matt Booty knows the name that I use for him. Yes, Asha knows the name that I use for her. Got a chance to see everybody. Everybody was there. Two things. One, I want to tell y'all, first and foremost, leave Jez alone. That's the first thing I want to tell you. Leave Jez alone. Jez has lost weight, so we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to be out here. Let's make it happen.
At Adidas 20 donated $2 through Super Chat. Have fun out there.
Blessings. I'm having it's a ball. We're having a ball out here. Pause. So first I want to say leave Jez alone. One, Jez has lost a ton of weight. For those people that don't know, he's lost a ton of weight. And anybody that has been on a weight journey understands it's a journey, right? But what we're not going to do, we're not going to be men shaming another man. We ain't going to do that, especially looking at a man's weight. What are you looking for? What are you talking about? Unless you like him, unless you find him appealing, and you're telling him that you want him to slim down for you, shut up. Don't do that again. I don't like that. It's kind of bad because he's a good dude. And I don't like the fact that, y'all guys are trying out there to hurt his feelings. But they know they know the names. Now, if y'all can see, y'all see the XNWO shirt. You see what it is. Merch is inside the stores. Xbox New World Order is in full effect. You already know what it is. When I'm outside, that merch is on. So you see me with try to play the Game Pass. They already love that. They already love that. We're gonna have conversations about that. So the Xbox New World Order, that right there, that's the king thing. And then you know Xbox Frontline News Fight Night edition. The Fight Night shirts is up there. So speaking of Fight Night stuff, give a shout out to Maximilian. Maximilian definitely in the building. Arnie, Hope. I told him. I told Maximilian, you actually love him. You want him to show up at the show. Me and him just got to coordinate time. That's about it. You know who I saw today? You know who I got a chance to chop it up with? Mighty Keith. I'm telling you, if there's not a content creator that I like the most, it just has to be Mighty Keith. Mighty Keith is, I think he's hilarious. I think he's hilarious. I think he's absolutely hilarious because he be on the pulse of what's going on. So this is the first time I got a chance to see him. Actually, did Linus Tech, I was there talking to Linus Tech. It's so many different people that I got a chance to chop it up with. Me and Destin Legary had a long conversation about the God of War, Laufey. Uh, and maybe one day I'll talk about it after I talk to him and see if it's okay to have that conversation with y'all. But I'm a antisocial social bug. All right. I mess with people that I mess with. If I don't mess with you, I really ain't got no conversation for you. But got a chance to talk uh, to a ton of people about everything in the industry. Got to a lot of games. Omnimusha is going to be that game. Um, Resident Evil Veronica is gonna be that game. Capcom is on a TED like you would not believe. So when I'm past NDA, I can talk about it because I did some NDA stuff with that pertains to that today. Ace Combat 8, I'm under NDA with that. I could just tell you that I did that. I'm gonna post the pictures up later so y'all can see that. That goes live on Monday. Same here, bro. Blessings. Um, what can I talk about that I played? I played Sea of hold on. I don't want to butcher the name because the game was actually a really good game. Um, sea of Remnants. Sea of Remnants from NetEase. So if you don't know us, what up, Paulie Baba 2 was good, baby. Double mobile. If you don't know us at Iron Lords Podcast, when we get out here, we all have a ton of interviews and stuff scheduled. So let's say it's me and Solve going to do some stuff, or Attic and myself, or Chris from lordsofgaming.net, the Michael Jordan of lordsofgaming.net. Uh, we're actively working. So at any time you'll see us, we're moving all over the place handling interviews. This is what we do. So, and then after we do the interviews, we have to get it to the writers, and the writers take it. And then once the writers take it, they put it on lordsofgaming.net. And that's the fastest and quickest way that you're going to get information about what's going on with Iron Lords, besides us tweeting out what we're doing. Now, a lot of times we're under NDAs, but we're not under NDA, written NDA when it comes to the website. So, my thoughts on the Geoff show. I didn't get a chance to go live that day because we finished super late and we ate and we was at the club hanging out, talking to people. I spoke with an Xbox, well, a Microsoft official for at least 7 hours. To be real, which I think it was like 7 hours. It felt like 7 hours. And we talked about every aspect of the industry. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know that I actually found out, really how these companies make their money certain ways when it comes to these games and stuff. But I walked away from Geoff's show I gotta say, because I saw him today, and I just told him, I said, that was your best show that you've ever done. You you didn't have any lulls. You started off on a roll, and I understood where you were going with the direction that you were going in, and I salute you for going to do that. Last year, his show was a letdown. He understood it was a letdown, and he went big fish hunting this time. So my conversations with a lot of people, a lot of Xbox people, and nobody's gonna let the cat out the bag to the king. It's not like I have any secret information when it comes to what I'm about to tell you right now. When I tell you that I'm 98% right all the time, hashtag no PlayStation 6, you know what it is. I'm going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this generation. I'm telling you that from a sense of me looking at where the money goes and what everything is about, right? That's what I do. Now, when I tell you that I believe that Xbox has the marketing rights for Grand Theft Auto 6, I'm telling you from what I perceive and what I want it to be. That doesn't mean that it has to be true, but until I'm proven wrong after tomorrow, I'm going to roll with that. And I said some things to some people, and I know enough when I make people nervous on something. I played enough poker in my life to know when somebody lies. I know a lot when it comes to body language and stuff like that. And I'm cool with finding out tomorrow because I know this for a fact that Geoff Keighley went big game hunting. He got the biggest games in the industry on his stage to start off the show with Resident Evil Veronica. You knew this guy was not playing. He ended on Final Fantasy VII and the third part, and you understood every game there he had was big game hunting. He didn't have Grand Theft Auto 6. PlayStation didn't have Grand Theft Auto 6. There's one person left because we already know Nintendo Switch don't got Grand Theft Auto 6. So Nintendo's out of the equation. There's just one team left. Let's go. Let's go, Xbox. Let's go. Let's go get it done. Get it done. Let's go get it done. Let's go get it done. If that didn't show up on Geoff's show and Geoff got the best games that you've seen in I don't know how long, let's go Xbox. Let's go Xbox. Until I'm proven wrong, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care. I'm a rock with that. And that's exactly what we're going to rock with. That's why I'm wearing the Xbox New World Order shirt. That's right. Merchant stores, go do that. You know what it is. Stop playing around. Now, E-Day. E-Day. Yeah, baby. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor. Uh-huh. 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 E-Day. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor. E-Day. I heard you guys ain't gonna get a chance to play E-Day. E-Day. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor. What up, Dip Down? That's my guy. Yo, Dip, man, you got to get out here, man. Stop playing, man. For real. I'm out here getting rough burgers without you. That's not what we do, boy. I need my guy. I need my wingman. I need Dip Down. I need Dip Down outside, boy. I heard a rumor. E-Day ain't going to see the light of day on the blue side of the street. You heard me? You heard me? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, this is a rumor, man. It's a rumor, right? It's a rumor, right? I heard exclusives back on the table. I heard a rumor, right? Heard a rumor, right? Heard exclusives back on the table. Heard a rumor, right? Heard a rumor. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of you dudes thinking that Team Green is playing around. They're ready to get to work. They're ready to put that work in. Talk to Matt Booty. Yo, you know what? Yeah, I was like, because they was there. They was there as a team. Right? You had Jason Ronald, you had uh Asha, you had Matt Booty, you had Greeny. So me and Greeny's love is way different. Like, yo, me and Greeny is like two dudes that went to school together that grew up, went to college or whatever. It's like that. So me and Greeny be like, yeah, we be bugging. We're crazy. Me and Greeny crazy. Me and Jason Ronald's cool too, but me and Greeny crazy, right? So you have that level, those me, Greeny, and Jason Ronald, that's different. That's people that I know. That's people that I could talk to and stuff like that, right? But then, you have Asha and you have Matt that I really don't know Asha at all. And I don't know Matt like that. But when I saw Matt, I'm like, yo, all these years, I've hung out and talked with everybody else, but I don't get a chance to talk to you. I said, why you so elusive? He's like, I don't know. I said, this one time you were going to go eat, and I just didn't feel like, bothering you while you was eating or whatever. He was like, yeah, I remember that. And we got a chance to chop it up. Not a lot, but chop it up because people moving in and out of traffic. And I was like, yeah, let's take this picture with the shooter. Let's spend him out of business. Yo, he bust out laughing. I said, you known as the shooter. You heard me? He's like, yeah, for sure. And then I threw on the shades. I said, hold on, let me throw on the shades. He was like, yo, wait a second, let me grab my shades. Yeah. So he threw the shades on, and we take the picture. And Asha in the cut, I didn't know she was that tiny. Tiny, tiny. She's even shorter to me than Tina Amini. So I was like, yo, what's good? And it's hilarious in somebody that knows you and you know of them and you're getting to understand exactly some stuff. So spoke briefly, didn't get a chance to really talk with her because again, Greeny came out of the side, and then once me and Greeny start going, it's just me and Greeny. We're just wild. So me and Greeny start talking about some stuff. And then me and Jason had a conversation because Jason was supposed to be at a spot that we were at and whatever. So I'm saying this to say the conversations that I did have, Xbox is working. And I want to explain that not every time you're going to get exactly what you want, but don't think that people don't hear what you're saying. And all that, people put out the memes and tell you, oh, we hear you, joking on you. It's dead ass serious. It's the honest to God truth. They're hearing, they're watching, they're seeing, and they're part of. We're going to go to Fixins to eat. So after as soon as I finish this, because they're waiting on us, so we're gonna boogie out. So where you going? Where you going? Oh, AJ. All right, cool. Yeah. So what I wanted to tell you is the trailers that I liked at Jeff's show. I didn't even. I got to go back and watch the majority of the show. It was so many trailers that was so heavy hitting that Lords of the Fallen 2, Veronica, definitely, of course. Final Fantasy, definitely, of course. The only lull in the show that I thought that they had was what was it? The Matchbox, the racing. That's it. Other than that, I thought that it was insane. I thought his show was insane. uh Dawn of the Blade of the Dawn Walker. I'm a vampire fool. I'm like a nut for vampires. Pause. So that game super intrigues me. Blood Message. I got a chance to see more Blood Message. Let's just say, get your popcorn ready. Ah, man. Omni Musha. he had stuff that I was like, this guy's not playing. Like he's not playing. And then he had Steam stuff, like PC stuff. That's how he is better than the dedicated console shows. I feel that Geoff is able to, because of the PC, because of Steam, he's able to leverage all of them. And if you saw the Nintendo Switch spots that was in between, I got to give him his props on getting Switch. I got to give him his props on it. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to tell y'all is I want everybody to be super excited for tomorrow. I'm going to go live again tomorrow. I'm going to watch more trailers again tonight. I'm going to watch the show over. That's a 2 hour. He had a 2 hour power pack show. Who the hell has a 2 hour power pack show? Who does that? Him. This is the first year I felt that he fit those big red shoes that he had on in the beginning. Remember when he got there and E3 was gone and we were sitting there like, you the killer? If the glove fits, you cannot acquit, you the murderer, that type of thing. That's how I felt. This year, he stepped into that whole situation because last year it was a terrible show. This year, this guy did not hold anything back. Pause. He got to the munyon. Now we're looking for Xbox because PlayStation themselves, that show was a 7. And I'm being hella given when it comes to that based upon I like token fighters, right? Token fighting souls. Don't care what you say. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Arc Systems, they the best. I don't care what you got to say. I don't give a damn. That game is it for me. And they could have just left with that. They could have did that and it would have still been a 7. Wolverine, I got my reservations. I got conversations. And I told you I had conversations with people that I will talk more about it. But you saw your man got Christopher Drain, right? Shout out to Christopher Drain. What's going on? What's going on? I told you, I'm outside. I pulls up. I pull up. I pull up. So my man Big Cloud, a lot of y'all guys got mouth for Big Cloud. Big Cloud is a big dude. Watch your mouth talking to Big Cloud. But in this little village of all us nerds hanging out, seeing swag, eating, checking out games, it is the best feeling in the world to be amongst your people that know what you love and you love the same stuff. To be like, COD got me out of pocket. You saw me talking to TCL. You heard soon the King is going to be doing an unboxing for TCL stuff. So be on the lookout for that. You saw me talking to Paris Lily. So me and Paris got something cooking when it comes to that. So again, the King got to bend the knee to TCL in a second. It ain't going to be pretty. But all you guys that love video games, get to these conventions, get to these places, be seen, be known. And if you can't, live vicariously through the people that you watch. If you watch Boomstick XL, Mr. Boomstick, watch his content. You watch K Asante and Everborn Saga with the Gaming Circle podcast. Go watch that. The Gaming Council with Web Dave and them. Go watch that. You saw P Lump is out here. P Lump gonna have content. Me and P Lump gonna collaborate on that. 108 Dragon is out here. It's Bloody Knuckles is out here. Everybody's out here doing level 1 gaming is out here. Everyone is out here working. Of course, hip hop game is out here. Everybody's out here working. Everybody's out here getting that content. Mr. Bad Bit. And I just want y'all to know, it don't really be no blue versus green and red versus blue. None of that shit really be real. When we out here, we just talking about video games and we having a great time. But when we come to the internet, we have some fun with it. We mix around with it, and it's fun. And I want y'all to understand that part. So I want y'all to always remember: 1, it's good that pick a side that you like. 2, it's always great to represent your team. like these dudes do with the Knicks and the Spurs, because one shall stand and one shall fall. You heard me? That's how it is. But also remember, at the end of the day, we're all gamers. That's how it is. It's all fun and it's all love. But if there's anything that you want me to see, if there's anything you want me to relay to somebody that is of content that I can relate to them, don't tell me I got to tell Asha, oh, you look fantastic, you a babe. Don't tell me that. I'm not going to tell her that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me stupid stuff. Don't tell me stupid stuff. I can't tell them that, so it's not going to happen. But if you got something prudent to say, cool. Oh, I'll also see money on point in them. They out here, it's just everybody's getting to where they need to get to. And they're working hard, but they're working as a team. And us collaborators, us content creators is doing great things. Oh, I saw one of the greatest pinball machines of my life today. I saw the Transformers pinball machine. I got to get that thing in my house. Pause. And they had the Pikachu, they had the Pokemon pinball machine. I got video. Y'all going to see all of that. We're going to talk about that. This right now is just me about giving y'all content about the stuff that's going on and what we're doing. And I appreciate every last one of you. What I want to see tomorrow is I want to see them come out and say something about exclusives. I think I'll be 98% right about that. Bag and tag that. Bag and tag that. I think I'll be 98% right about that. But I'm going to tell you this. If Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out on that Xbox stage tomorrow, be prepared for the next Iron Lords podcast just to be me, because nobody else is going to show up and want to hang out with me. I'm just going to play Tupac music, hit them up in the background for 5 hours while I do. I'm a dance. We're going to have a good time because we're going to turn up. We're going to turn up like it's no tomorrow. He said they're going to have the boot on the Kongs neck. Facts. So, hold on. This is my wife. I will call her back later. I'm live right now. Love you. Yeah. So, I got a boogie. I got a goal. We got to go eat. And we got to socialize. And I got something special I want to say, but I can't say it. I can't say it till tomorrow. So tomorrow's show will be a little bit better. But I didn't go live on Friday, and I apologize. But we were tore up. Sav just fell out. Clothes on. He just fell out. Bloosh. Bloosh. And I'm just like, good night, sweet prince. But I told you, man, I'm the unmitigated best at this. And if you think that there's anybody in this world that's better than me, then you're going to have to put them up. But I want you to do what I wish I can do. I want you to go with game is game and win is win. And I want you to try to play the Game Pass. But before you do that, you know what you got to do? You got to listen to this intro because I'm the best at this. You heard me?
What's a man or a king? Response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, knock grannies from porches. David on the sea, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? Response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?